From childhood side hustles and stock purchases to studying under investing gurus before launching his own investment, Warren Buffett has spent his life fine-tuning his conservative approach to investing that favors long-term value over short-term gain. Born in 1930 Omaha, Nebraska, Buffett is the second of 3 children born to Howard and Layla Buffett. He became a player in the investment game at the wee age of 11, eventually using cash he earned from his paper route to buy some farmland in his home state. As a high school sophomore, he also reaped the rewards of a booming pinball machine business. By the time Buffett was 15, he already had a net worth of about $6,000. Despite his wish to skip college so he could immediately start his business career, Buffett's father insisted he continue his education, so he enrolled at the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton Business School at the age of 16. He would eventually transfer and graduate from the University of Nebraska in 1950. Buffett then attended the Columbia Business School in New York to work toward a master's degree in economics and to study under famed investor Benjamin Graham, who touted the strategy of value investing, seeking out long-term upside and potentially undervalued investments. This greatly influenced the young Buffett's investment philosophy. In 1956, after working for the investment firm of his mentor Graham for 2 years in New York, Buffett returned to Omaha and started his own investment company called Buffett Partnership. Buffett started the company with $100 of his own money and roughly $105,000 in total from 7 investing partners who included his sister Doris and his aunt Alice, as well as his father-in-law. By 1962, he'd grown his investors' assets to a total of $7.2 million, with his own stake worth over $1 million, including his fees for the partnership gains. Buffett first invested in Berkshire Hathaway, then a New England textile manufacturing firm, in 1962 and became the company's largest shareholder within a year. In 1965, Buffett's partnerships took full control of Berkshire Hathaway, and Buffett named a new president of the company while assuming the role of chairman himself. After Buffett liquidated his investment partnership in 1969, he spent several years trying to prop up Berkshire's struggling textile business. However, he eventually turned his attention to investing in insurance businesses, buying National Indemnity Company in 1967 and investing $4 million in Geico in 1976. Berkshire's textile operations were all shut down by 1985. Berkshire Hathaway stock hit $1,000 per share milestone in 1983 after Buffett spent the 1970s making a string of successful investments in stocks. A year earlier, Buffett appeared in the debut issue of the Forbes 400 with an estimated net worth of $250 million. By 1983, that number had jumped to $620 million. In 1985, Forbes estimated Buffett's net worth at $1 billion. By 2006, Buffett had grown Berkshire Hathaway into a behemoth with stock worth over $100,000 per share, while the investor's own net worth had grown exponentially to top $40 billion. That same year, Buffett first pledged to gradually give away 85% of his fortune over the remainder of his life to charity, primarily to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. In 2010, Buffett and Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates launched the Giving Pledge campaign and began recruiting fellow billionaires to pledge to give at least half of their net worth to philanthropic causes. Despite donating billions to charity since 2006, Buffett's net worth continues to swell overall, topping $125 billion today to make him one of the world's wealthiest person. The longtime chairman of Berkshire Hathaway and investing icon is still going strong with a career that's stretching towards 7 decades. Buffett's sustained market success has earned him the nickname the Oracle of Omaha and a cult following of want-to-be financial savants hoping to soak up some of the investing acumen that's earned Buffett an immense net worth. You typically won't see him buying struggling businesses, regardless of how cheap they become. One of the best Buffett quotes new investors can absorb is, "It's far better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price." And while Buffett is enormously rich, he is also very frugal. He eats at McDonald's for breakfast every day and still lives in the same Omaha home he bought for just $1,500 in 1958. He's also been practicing at the art of turning a profit for the vast majority of his long life, which helps account for his massive fortune. Buffett has said that his children will not inherit a significant portion of his wealth. He once commented, "I want to give my kids just enough so that they would feel that they could do anything, but not so much that they would feel like doing nothing." Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. World of Finance TV has videos every Monday and Friday.